Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Love Apparel. In today's video, I'll be showing us how I went about the cutting and sewing of this top you saw on my thumbnail. So if this is what you're interested in, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be using this African fabric for my cutting. I've gone ahead to fold into two. I marked my shoulder line, my chest line, my bust line, my under bust, and the length of the crop top. I marked 2 inches for my button and I connect the lines. I marked my shoulder, I divided my shoulder into two and mark. I came out with 1 inches for my shoulder slope. I connected to my chest line. I came in with half an inch to mark my shoulder line. I divide my bust point by 4 and mark plus 2 inches seam allowance. I divide my under bust by 4 and mark plus 2 inches seam allowance. I divide my half length by 4 and mark plus 2 inches seam allowance. I marked it there. So I connect my line. I connect the line. This is our front pattern, but I altered it and used it as my back pattern. I just deduct 2 inches from it, and on the new pattern, just as you can see it on my video here, I added extra 2 inches at the front. So I use it to cut my front pattern, just as you can see it on this video. So here is our front and back pattern. Yes, and here is my sleeve line. I've gone ahead to cut my sleeve, just notched it. So let's go ahead and cut for our neckline. For my back neckline, I used 3 inches width and 1.5 inches depth. So for my front line, I used 4 inches depth and 3 inches width. So I'll connect it just the way you saw it here and cut it off. My front neckline, I cut off the back neckline as well, and I cut off my shoulder slope. At the hem of my top, I cut out half an inch to give it a perfect shape there. So this is it for my front pattern. So let's go ahead and cut. So I folded another material into two for my lining. I'm going to be using it for my lining so that when it turn over, you see the beauty of the top. So I'm using this pattern paper for my collar. I've gone ahead and marked my starting line. I mark the length of it is 8 inches, and I mark the width is 3.5. You can make it 4, but I make my 3.5. So I connect the line. It on your fabric, you cut on fold. So I cut. I divide to get the midpoint of this collar. So from the midpoint, I slant it and connect the line. On the shoulder up, I slant it and connect the line. So here I'm using this material. I've already folded it into two, so I'll just cut it to be the same with this pattern paper. I cut it to be the same with the pattern paper, and I'm cutting this material into two. I'm going to have the two of it. On one of the material, after notching it, I will go ahead to hem it. On one of the material and iron it. I will go to my machine and stitch it. After stitching it this way, this is what I got. So I will notch it and attach it to my neckline. Here is my top. So I will attach it. I've already notched my neckline, it there by notching it to know my guidelines. So I will go to my machine and sew it all the way this way, all the way from where it started to the end. Go over to the machine and do that. So here I've done it. I've sewn it on my top. This is it. So please, if you got value from this video and you're yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment on this video, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.